Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. We are going to receive some urgent messages from your spirit guides to answer you different questions and things that you've been putting out there. They want to come in and answer those questions today to help you out. And if you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter Kiri is a wonderful psychic medium. I will link her information below. Go check her out, read her reviews, and see if she is something that you vibe with. All right, so let's get into this, Aries. Urgent messages from your spirit guides. All right, so we got the sacral chakra coming out with relationships, the solar plexus chakra with determination, and the crown chakra with spiritual awakening. Okay, Aries. So this is definitely a reading from your guides where you've been struggling in relationships, and this could be family relationships, this could be friendships, this could be romance, or it could be all of the above. Okay, and your spirit guides are coming in to answer right now. And what they want you to know first and foremost is you're changing spiritually at present, and certain relationships do fall away or transform as you are changing within, and that's what's taking place. And for those of you that have been trying to manifest a romantic partner for quite some time, you're being acknowledged that there's a lot of determination within you, okay? But you've been going through a lot of different changes spiritually, and who you would have been happy with and satisfied with 5 years ago is not who is going to make you happy or satisfy you right now, and who you're transforming into through 2025. You are changing within. And also with the divine feminine, divine masculine energies coming forward, divine feminine sacral, your water chakra, divine masculine, your solar plexus, your fire chakra. There may be a bit of an imbalance there where you tend to give more, do more, be more in relationships. And that's part of this spiritual awakening where, you know, God, source, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, okay, have been trying to get you to realize that you don't have to give so much. You don't have to try so hard. People need to meet you halfway. And it's better to be lonely and walk alone than to be in a relationship that is lopsided, where you're giving your all, but they're giving 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever the case may be. I'm really feeling like you deserve more than what you have been accepting. Okay, or you deserve more than what you believe you can possibly have in this moment. And you don't want anybody to align to you, whether it's a new friend or it's, you know, a new romantic partner. You don't want that to come into your life until you know your true worth and value. And some of your existing relationships, again, I'm feeling like you are putting more into them than what you're getting out of it, which is leaving you feeling very empty, unloved, unwanted, unworthy. What is wrong with me? When there's nothing wrong with you, other than you need to know and believe that you deserve more. You deserve back exactly what you put into different relationships. And also some of these harder, challenging relationships that you've experienced has been part of your spiritual growth. And right now, and I feel all through 2025, you are having a profound spiritual awakening. It's stemming from, like, a lot of the lessons and all that come from relationships, okay? But you're growing in multiple ways, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as well as in physical reality. And it's time for you, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, to know and believe that you deserve exactly what you're putting out. And it's okay to walk your path alone and on your own for a while as you're discovering who you are now becoming after all of these different challenges and lessons. And Neptune just moved out of Pisces into your sign at the end of March, and Saturn is moving out of Pisces into your sign around the 24th, 25th of May. So that's a big shift in your energy. And I feel for you, it's empowering energy. You've been going through it. You've been learning lessons. And as you know, Neptune moves into Aries, Saturn moves into Aries, it activates different energy centers within you. Okay, because it's time for you to get back what you've been giving to others through the way that you're there, your love, your compassion, all of that. It's time for you to receive, Aries. And when you've been somebody who's the giver for so long, you can think in your mind, yeah, I deserve XYZ, but do you really feel that down into your core? It's very important that you feel it in your core, because what the truth's at your core is the energy you're putting off to the universe. It's the energy that's attracting other things into your life. And, you know, oftentimes when you've gone through a lot of abuse mentally, emotionally, physically in relationships, that trauma can get tangled up in your sacral chakra. Okay, so I do feel it's time for Aries to give yourself some TLC and notice all the things that are beautiful about you. I want you to write a list, Aries, of what you bring to a relationship. And then I want you to write a list of what you want out of relationships. Write a list for what you want out of your friendships. Write a list of what you want out of your family connections. Write a list of what you want out of romantic partnership, okay? Because you are in a period of major transformation with this card coming through, and you're receiving divine guidance, all right, with the crown chakra. And I do feel there's going to be a shift in your relationships through 2025. Some of these relationships falling out of your life, or you finally coming into a place of healing, healing trauma from, you know, things you've experienced in the past. And some of the relationships in your life are going to transform with you. Okay, so you guys, your spirit guides are saying, let's talk about your relationships. And that also includes the relationship you have with yourself, Aries. How do you see yourself? Do you truly love yourself? Do you value yourself? You know, again, we're talking about core belief, not what you think should be, but what you truly feel deep within. It's time to fall in love with yourself and notice everything about you that is precious, that is sacred, that is special, that you bring to other people, and how they're blessed by your connection to them. Again, whether it's a friend, family, or romance, and your energy is going to start shifting in such a way that it commands that same respect back. And when you truly, truly love yourself, Aries, your soul will not tolerate disrespect, abuse, you giving 80% while somebody's only given 20%. Your soul will not tolerate that at all. And, you know, when we have very low self-esteem and self-worth, we tend to put up with people treating us badly. But when you are 100% on point in your relationship with yourself, it doesn't matter how much you love that person, how connected you are, the history you have with that person, you will not tolerate that sort of disrespect. It just will not happen. So your spirit guides are saying, Aries, you deserve more. And you've been going through a lot of different soul lessons with different relationships growing you. And you're coming into all of that now, where that pain, that heartache, those challenges, the struggle is transforming into strength and wisdom. You are becoming somebody new, Aries, all through 2025. And if you've been alone and on your own for a while, I feel you need to focus more right now on rebuilding a relationship with yourself where you are falling in love with yourself and you know your worth and you know your value. And then people are just going to come in with no effort, Aries. Let's pull some tarot. All right, yeah, see, it's time for new energies, new connections, new ways of seeing yourself and viewing yourself. Yes, you got the Empress, Aries, you deserve abundance. And you've got Queen of Cups, all right? It's time to let our guard down around our emotions, around our heart space. King of Swords and Three of Pentacles, see? So I see some new relationships on the horizon for Aries. Okay, some of you, these could be coming in May, some of you June, July, August. It's just contingent upon where you are at on your own personal journey. But that's what's forecasted for this year, and that's what your spirit guides want you to know, is there's new relationships, and I see new friendships, and for some of you, new romance as well, because we have 3 people here, or we could say 4, but this is more of a younger energy, and I'm just seeing this Page of Wands as speaking of new connections. You got the Empress, which is an energy of abundance and strength. You've got the Queen of Cups, which is an energy of great sensitivity, intuition, psychic ability, somebody who has a lot of compassion, and the King of Swords here, somebody who's a leader, who's very wise, who's more analytical than they are emotional, okay? And then right here, you got the Three of Pentacles. This is energies coming towards you to collaborate with you, to work with you, to grow with you, to build with you, okay? And some of you, these could represent like a parent relationship, friendships, or romances that have really challenged you in the past, and now you're overcoming that, okay? You're overcoming what they've put you through. You're coming into the wisdom of that growth, all right? So there's definitely new connections that are meant to come into your reality in 2025, because there is a new version of you that is now being birthed forward. And that new version of you comes from the different challenges and lessons that you've been working on with these particular people. And you know, I know a lot of people talk about soulmates versus karmics, and I just kind of see everybody that comes into your life and you have a deep connection with them as more of a soulmate rather than karmic. As soulmates, you guys may have written in your soul contract, okay, we're both going to work through these karmic lessons that we need to overcome, all right? Therefore, you may want to call them a karmic, but I see it more as outside of this earth plane, you guys are, you know, unconditional love between you, but here on the earth plane, you've created a soul contract to work through those karmic lessons, that shadow energy that you both need to work through for your evolution for this life journey. I see a weight being lifted off of you mentally and emotionally, because you are going to be healing and releasing a lot of heartache and pain and coming into greater abundance, stability, and happiness. So 2025, your spirit guides are saying this is a year to focus on relationships, as well as the relationship that you have with yourself. That is the most important relationship in your life, is how you see yourself, how you treat yourself. In Aries, you've got to be there for yourself and love yourself and nurture yourself in the same exact capacity that you would love and give and nurture another person. You deserve that love just as much as anybody else, and it is not selfish to be there for yourself and to honor yourself and to respect yourself. Oh, yes. Look at that. The Page of Wands with the Lovers. Some of you, this is all about romance, okay? You've really been in the struggle with your current partner, or you've been in this struggle trying to align to a new romantic partner. And if that rings true for you, Aries, the work on loving yourself, falling in love with yourself is so very important. Every single day, visualize that dream relationship. What does it look like? How do you guys act towards each other? And don't give it a face or name. You know, if there's somebody that you feel is your soulmate or your twin flame and you're not together, you need to let that go for right now and focus on the way that you want to be loved and treated by another person. And through those visualizations daily, minimum 11 minutes, 11 seconds, and also feeling it in your heart space as if it's real right now today, you're either going to, that person's heart is going to shift and change and come in and love you that way, or the universe is going to bring you somebody that is capable of loving and honoring you the way that you've been dreaming in your heart. Okay, and either way, you're going to feel like you've won the jackpot, because when you've been focused on truly falling in love with yourself and talking to yourself and treating yourself the way you want to be treated by your romantic partner, and you're visualizing that beautiful sacred love and union in your mind and feeling it in your heart every single day, you're going to align to a very beautiful romantic connection. Yeah, you're coming to the end of some hard soul lessons, karmic energies, shadow energies that you've had to work out and release. And after you complete that, you come into a period of abundance and happiness. Now we've got the King of Pentacles coming in, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So things are going to get easier for you, Aries, especially around relationships. Okay, old wounds are now going to begin to heal. And I do see a shifting in your mental energy and your emotional energy as well, seeing yourself as more valuable, realizing what you bring to the table. And, you know, don't look at yourself and just see all you perceive as a flaw. You need to really let that go and ask your angels, ask your spirit guides to help you look at yourself with the eyes of love and see everything that's beautiful and magical and special about you. And this isn't just for romance. This is also about your friendships. This is about your family connections. This is about your coworkers, just everybody that you are around and you have a connection with in any way. All of that is meant to shift and change, where you are in a space of being loved, honored, and respected. And we've got a Queen of Cups, we got a King of Pentacles, a King of Swords, and Knight of Cups coming in. So again, you're meant to align with new connections throughout 2025. And Six of Swords means life is getting easier. Things, and it's not just your relationships, it's life in general is getting easier for you. All right, abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance, and abundance can be money, abundance can be love, abundance can be happiness, okay? Whatever you feel you need more of in your life. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in this present moment. And that is what you will experience. And that also speaks to the visualization every single day of what you're wanting to experience, and not just visualizing it, but feeling it in your heart space as if it's your reality and it's real right now, today. And outside of those visualizations, not reverting back to, self-hate, treating yourself badly, noticing I don't have XYZ. No, you've got to let that go. You've gone through the lessons of that, and now it's time to grow and transform far beyond that and come into the abundance that you desire, whether that's love, money, etc. And look at this, successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. All right, so Aries, your ideas around love, around money, around whatever, this is your spirit guide saying, yes, Aries, this can happen. You've done a lot of work. You've gone through a lot of lessons. And now it's time to focus on your relationship with you and your dreams. Because this year is auspicious to really make that happen for you. All right. So those are your messages. And again, if you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, I will link Kiri's information below. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care, Aries.